He's always out there playing hard. Just got to keep working his technique and fundamentals. Obviously, he's been away for a while, but overall, his athleticism showed, his strength showed, and again, just the techniques are going to be the things that we got to clean up.
How was his just endurance?
I thought he was pretty good. You know, he played around 20 snaps. The great part is there was enough rotation inside that when he was tapped out, he knew he could get a sub in, so he was pretty good about that. He was really honest about it. And then Haloti came in and played, I think, anywhere from about 25 snaps in that. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, do you ramp him up a little bit this week?
I hope so. I think practice, as he keeps practicing and preparing well, and like he has last week, I can only see him getting more and more opportunities.
And now Jim said that the onus was on the D-line and the four-man rush in the second half the other day. Is that something you guys invite? Do you want that pressure on your back?
Well, yeah, I think that's why we're here. At the end of the day, you're here to compete, and these are some of in my mind, one of the best fronts in this league. And at the end of the day, that's why we're here. That's what we do, and we've been doing that for about 2 or 3 years now. So it's always exciting for our guys to get an opportunity to go make plays when you need to make them. So that was big for us this week.
As you go forward here, the secondary is not going to have the numbers that they want, no matter who comes back. Mm-hmm. So is it going to have to be the D-line that carries you guys going forward? Well,
last time I checked, you still got to play 11 on 11. Okay. So, you know, obviously our roles don't change. You know, you go out, you do your job, do it at your level, at the standard that's required. And so we'll go out every week and do what's required. You know, you hear all the time, I did my best. You go out and do what's required every week.
Bennett went out with a foot injury, Bennett, and then he came back in. I mean, that must have been pretty painful, right, for him?
I don't know. You got to ask Mike on that. But okay. He came back out, and he was ready to roll. Doctors gave him the A-OK, and I think he was even more productive at that point. So, you know, some people, I guess, got a high pain tolerance. Mike obviously has that.
What's it been like?
Does that inspire the other teammates, you know, when someone gets hurt like that?
You know, that's a great question. I think at the end of the day, these guys are really highly self-motivated, my group. And they want to compete not only for the organization but for the names on the back of the jersey. So they play with a lot of pride. In the second half, I think, showed that.
What's it been like coaching Mike? He's a different kind of guy. He's quirky in some ways.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's very honest. Mike's a really good guy to work with on a day-to-day basis. He gets it, and so you know he comes out and does the things that do. And obviously, he's been a perennial All-Pro for a long time, and he's playing at a high level right now. So I'm glad we got him in our organization.
What is he honest about?
Just football, how he sees it, and he studies it, he understands. You know, you have a lot of guys, you know, who play football or anything. They do it because they're talented. He really puts the preparation in on it. He understands. He's always watching video and tape, understands concepts. So he gets the grand scheme of things when it comes to football.
What does he do as a pass rusher that makes him so productive and effective in that regard?
He's big, he's strong, and at his age now, he's still fairly athletic. He does a great job of knowing how guys are going to attack him on a week-to-week basis. He's as good as anyone I've seen week-to-week in regards to preparation and knowing what to do.
Coach, what have you made of Brandon Graham's season?
I'm glad he's back. Brandon has been really consistent for us. Obviously, you know, everybody talks about his production, but the plays, the contribution that he does make, and the things that he does for us on the field and allowing other guys opportunities has been tremendous. So they'll come for him. He's just got to keep out there and keep competing, and he's doing all the right things week to week.
What's the teaching point for Fletcher when he starts to see a lot of double teams? It seems like that's been increasingly happening.
Fight like hell. I mean, that's what it turns into.
What about mentally?
Mentally, it's the same thing. It's, you know, when they quit blocking your double team, when he quits getting double teams, I guess it's time to retire. But right now, he's still that guy, and he's going to have to compete and fight like hell every day. And we're going to have to make the adjustments to create the matchups that we need every week, and he does that. And but that's one of the badges of respect that a guy at his level gets.
And so Schwartz said the performance he had the other day, you can't tell it on the stat sheet how influential he was in that game. What did he do that people can't look at the stat sheet and see?
He demands 600 pounds of force every snap. He demands it, and if he doesn't, he wins one-on-ones. And so what he does is he opens up the playing field for so many guys and gives so many guys opportunities. Can it be frustrating? Absolutely, but that's what comes along with being a premier player in this league.
Have you been hearing more of Bennett's voice as the season has gone on? He was kind of low-key, at least on the public front, as he came in, not to make too many waves. And I'm wondering if you've seen the kind of the same thing.
No, I mean, I'm a kind of guy, I'm going to do what I do, and I really don't pay attention to too much noise in regards to, I just want guys to do their job, come in every day, and that's what I look at. What I see is more important than what you say. And so what he does, he comes in and works, and he gets his job done. And that's the requirement for all of us.
Has he gotten any more vocal in terms of, from a leadership perspective?
He
as
has.
it's going on?
I think, but that's more with the guys in the locker room, his teammates, and at this level, I don't know how many coaches you play for. Obviously you play for the guys that you sit next to in the locker room for that mutual respect that you get. And I think he's respected in the locker room by his peers.
It's still a 3-man rotation at the end with Josh Sweat kind of far behind in terms of snaps. Is he getting to the point where he can work his way up, or is this how you want to go going forward?
Oh no, I want guys to see these are great moments for the young guys. Great opportunities are out there. Not only they get to learn from vets, they're playing with guys who are savvy, understands, the tempo of the game, when to rest. So these guys are strategically, in and out of the game when we need to be. And so these are great moments for guys like Josh Sweat. So hopefully that just keeps increasing as the season progresses.
Chris, you faced a lot of mobile quarterbacks this season. Does McCoy present any different challenges with his mobility?
He's athletic. For a guy 9 years, I faced him more than I like. I obviously coached against when I was at Oklahoma and he was at Texas. He does some things very similar to Alex in regards to being able to get in and out of the pocket, to put himself in position to make throws down the field. So we'll have our work cut out for us in that regards because he's a guy that will extend plays with his legs.
He's a little more of a risk taker than Alex is. From a pass rush standpoint, is that a good thing? If you can get pressure on him, you might be able to get him to throw it up there?
I hope so. And, obviously that turnovers are big. It was big for us this past week. And if you can win the rushing battle at times and win the turnover margin, you got a chance to win games a little bit like we were last week.
When you guys have faced adversity this year, things haven't gone your way. Just what have you noticed from Doug in terms of his approach and his demeanor, how he tries to keep everyone going in the same direction?
He's always the same. He's very consistent. The message doesn't waver in regards to who we are and what we're about. It's always about improving every week. That's all he talks about, not only from our players, but the coaching staff and himself. So that's our biggest goal every week, is to find a way to improve.
Does that steadiness help as someone on his staff as opposed to maybe someone who's more up and down?
In my experience, it has been, because, obviously when you have a consistent, accurate message, and that's a quality message, it shouldn't change. And so we're just going to keep pounding away and keep seeing what this thing produces for us.
In regard to Sweat, you said you would like to kind of see him progress. What specifically does he need to do to get more snaps out there?
Well, the biggest things, like anything for young guys, is practice. Obviously, the more you practice, and the better you practice, and he's done a good job, the more the trust factor goes up. And so he's done that. And again, it's just a week-to-week basis. Some weeks you get a few more snaps than others, depending on the circumstances. And so this week he did a great job. I think he played around 11 to 15 snaps, and he helped us quite a bit, not only with the rotation standpoint, but helped us early on in the run game.
And then the 3 guys at the top of the rotation, we're all over 30. How are they handling this increased workload?
Like seasoned vets.
Which they are.
Like seasoned vets. They get it. And the Calvary's not coming. We're it. And so the biggest thing that we do is just being honest, knowing where we're at. If you're taking too many snaps during a series, hey, we got to be able to sub guys in and trust the guy that you're subbing in. And we trust the guys that we're playing right now.